Federalists. They advocated a strong central government to maintain unity and economic stability. They believed in an English-style society with strong commercial growth. Anti-Federalists. They opposed a powerful central government, fearing it could become a form of tyranny. They favored state sovereignty and more direct Republican government. The Federalists. They fought for the ratification of the Constitution, writing the Federalist Articles to promote their ideas. The Anti-Federalists. They wrote essays and articles arguing against the Constitution, promoting a looser confederation of sovereign states. Alexander Hamilton. He was a key Federalist, co-author of the Federalist Articles. James Madison, a Federalist known as the father of the Constitution. Thomas Jefferson, Anti-Federalist, promoted the ideal of a Republican agrarian government. 1787 to 1790, critical years in which the Constitution was debated and ratified. May 29, 1790, Rhode Island becomes the last state to ratify the Constitution. The importance of debate and compromise in the formation of a government. The tension between central government and state autonomy remains relevant today. The Constitution was ratified, establishing a strong federal government. The Bill of Rights was added to appease Anti-Federalists and to protect individual liberties. Events after the fight. The creation of political parties in the United States with roots in Federalist and Anti-Federalist differences. The eventual adoption of many anti-federalist policies by the federal government, such as westward expansion and support for agriculture. Important event locations. Philadelphia, where the Constitution was written and debated. New York, where the Federalist Articles were published. Federalists. We want a super government that can lift weights and keep us together. Anti-Federalists. Not so fast. We don't want a Hulk in the government who will crush our freedom. Federalists. We're going to write a lot of essays to convince everyone. Let's call it the Federalist Articles. Anti-Federalists. Well, we can write too. Get ready for a battle of words. Alexander Hamilton. I'm the brains behind the Federalists, and I have a musical on Broadway. James Madison. They say I'm the father of the Constitution, but I do not change diapers. Thomas Jefferson. I'm the farm boy who thinks less government is cooler. 1787 to 1790. In these years, the Constitution was like the new iPhone. Everyone was talking about it. May 29th, 1790. Rhode Island finally said yes to the Constitution, arriving late to the party as usual. Debate is like yoga for democracy. It stretches you and makes you stronger. The fight between the central government and the states is like soap opera that never ends. Political parties were born from this fight, as if they were rebellious children of the Federalists and Anti-Federalists. Where the Founding Fathers worked their constitutional magic. Alakazam! New York, the home of Federalist Articles and the best pizzas. Cowabunga.
The Federalism believed in a very strong government, and the Anti-Federalism believed in a very soft government. So the question is, do you believe that the national government has too much power, or use the right amount of power today, and explain?
I think that they have too much power sometimes, especially when it comes to like taxes and stuff. where we have to pay on taxes that we've already paid on, or different things like that.
Okay.
There's other things, but I think a lot of times they have too much power.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Federalism and anti-federalism. Federalism believe in a strong government, and anti-federalism believe in a more soft government.
Yes.
So, do you believe that the national government has the too much power, or use the right power or amount of power
Yeah.
today? And explain me the question.
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say probably the national government probably has a little bit too much power today. I think our executive branch has accumulated more power over time. I think naturally our system was set up with of a more federalist system, which is power shared amongst the different levels. I think states probably know their people the best. So if we're gonna kind of go one direction with a little bit more power, I'd probably argue the states should have more power than the federal government, seeing that state governments probably have a better idea of what their constituents would like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good job.
A little bit. In some way. So the federalists believe in a strong government, and the anti-federalists believe in a very soft government. So the question is, do you believe that the national government has too much power, or use the right amount of power today, and explain?
Okay. I think I'm somewhere in between. I think that sometimes they have too much power. I think sometimes they try to control a lot of things that I don't think that they should control. But in other instances, I think we need that control.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, no problem.
The federalists believe in a very strong government, and the anti-federalists believe in a very soft government. So the question is, do you believe that the national government has too much power, or use the right amount of power today? And explain.
Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. I think in some aspects they have too much power. Financially, I think that they do things that they know are sneaky. And this is super political, and I'm really uncomfy. I don't like any of the candidates for president, and I haven't for the past 3 elections, because I think I don't fit in categories. So like for me, I think they should have their hands off of things that are social. They should regulate some financial stuff, but I feel like they have to have power though over the financial stuff, because it'll get out of control. We've got good checks and balances. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with that. We can work on them. We can always improve.
Thank you so much.
These are a good handshake.
So, the federal believe that the government is supposed to be more strong.
Okay.
And the anti-federalists believe that the government is supposed to be more soft.
Okay.
So the question is, do you believe that the national government has too much power, or use the right amount of power today, and explain?
I think that the national government as a whole probably has a little bit too much power. There's a lot of overreach. And now, of course, as broad as that government system is, maybe some areas they could be a little bit more strict, and other areas less strict. But I'd say I would lean more towards the anti-federalist.
Okay. Thank you.